Okay, everyone, we are back. Thank you for waiting. Yes, we are going to play, but we're going to have fun. But I wrote down some lines. Yeah, I messed up the intro, but I did write some lines at least to explain why we're playing Secret Hitler on stream and just some general thoughts on the general point. And also, since I'm assuming not everybody knows the game, I'm also going to show you a quick video that explains the mechanics and how it works. Don't worry, it's not particularly complicated. I think it's very intuitive in general. And so hopefully it's going to be entertaining for everybody. Let's see. So Zig is a truly greenfield project, not just from a technical perspective, but also from a social one. Governance of open source project is all but a solved problem, and in the Zig Software Foundation, we want to be explicit and deliberate with how we approach the subject. One notable example is the fact that all social outlets are self-run by the community. We have no official place of gathering, and we consider the community to be decentralized. Another important example is that the Zig Software Foundation itself is a small non-profit organization, and we intend to keep it small also moving forward. We are extremely vigilant when it comes to protective and exploiting simplicity, not just when making technical decisions, but also when making organizational ones. A small foundation means that we can make efficient use of resources to a degree that I would argue is impossible for bigger organizations, but like always, it's a trade-off. So a small organization has harder limits when it comes to the amount of initiatives that they can take on. And that's where the community comes in. We believe that for Zig to be successful, we need a flourishing ecosystem, not only of third-party software packages, but also of social initiatives of all kinds. We need a community that is present, active, that is willing to take on a little bit of responsibility, and of course, enjoy the perks that come from doing so. From our side, we are going to do our best when it comes to informing the community on how to contribute to the social side of things. We have great plans for the Zig community, but we also understand that things will not magically fall into place without a good chunk of effort and a little bit of cleverness. So you probably have seen in recent news plenty of examples of things going sideways in open source and in the open source and free software world. It's a human problem for which there is no magical technical solution. A good ecosystem requires a good amount of people with good intention and equally good understanding of how to deal with human problems. This has been a topic that I've personally touched upon a few times already on the show, and we'll be sure to talk more about it in the future. But for now, we're just going to do something deceptively lighthearted. We're going to play a social deduction game called Secret Hitler. So if you were wondering why we're doing this stuff on stream, maybe that gives a hint. So let me play the how-to video. By the way, this is from the creators of the game themselves, so it's like official material. And after that, I'm going to introduce all the guests that are playing with me and Andrew, and we're gonna kick off the game. So I guess enjoy the video.
Secret Hitler is a hidden identity game that takes place in pre-World War II Germany. At the beginning of the game, players are divided into two teams. Most players will be liberals. Their goal is to hold the government together and prevent Hitler from taking power. But some players will be fascists. Their goal is to take over the government and install Secret Hitler as Chancellor. After roles have been dealt, there will be a brief night phase for the fascists to reveal themselves to each other and find out who Hitler is. But Hitler won't know the identities of the other fascists. After the night phase, select a player at random to be the first president.
So let me take a moment here. So we are not going to have a night phase because we're using Tabletop Simulator. And with Tabletop Simulator, there's a script that automatically assigns the roles at random. So we will basically, if you heard an important detail, fascists know who the other fascists are, except for Hitler. Hitler knows that they are Hitler, but they don't know who their allies are. And this will be done by the program. That basically it writes you a message in chat telling you who your friends are when you're fascist. Also, on top of that, I am going to hide my affiliation. So I'm going to hide my chat, and I'm going to hide my hand. You won't be able to see the cards that I'm holding, so you won't know which side I'm on. And finally, because we think it's funny, we're not going to choose the president at random, but of course the first president is going to be Andrew, because it makes sense.
In Secret Hitler, teams race to complete their agenda before the other team. Fascists need to enact 6 fascist policies to complete their agenda and win the game, and liberals need to enact 5 liberal policies. Each round, the table will elect a president and a chancellor together as a ticket. First, the president nominates another player to be chancellor. The whole table then votes on this new proposed government. If the vote fails, the president loses the opportunity to be elected, and the presidential placard moves clockwise. If a government is successfully elected, the president and chancellor must enact a new policy card. Policy cards are either liberal or fascist, and they come from a deck that has 11 fascist policies and 6 liberal policies. In order to enact a new policy, the president draws 3 policies from the policy deck, looks at them in secret, discards one face down, and passes the other 2 to the chancellor. The chancellor also discards one face down and enacts the remaining policy card face up. If the government enacts a liberal card, the liberals are one step closer to holding the government together. However, if the president and chancellor enact a fascist card, you must try to figure out what went wrong. Perhaps the president and the chancellor are liberals and they received a bad draw. Or perhaps a fascist infiltrated the government and discarded a liberal policy in secret. Players are free to lie about almost anything in the game, so the president and the chancellor can't be trusted. Sometimes the chancellor and president won't even agree about what they've seen. It's up to the other players to find out which one is telling the truth and which one is a cold-blooded fascist. When a new fascist policy is passed, the government becomes more powerful. Even the liberals will be tempted to pass fascist policies so that they will be able to investigate players' party memberships, meddle with elections, and execute other players. If a liberal player is able to gain an execution power and assassinate Hitler, the liberals immediately win the game. However, if you miss your shot and kill too many liberals, the voting majority will swing to the fascists. The clock is ticking. Can you find your allies and forge the bonds of trust necessary to stem the rising tide of fascism? Can you steer the government along the narrow path, taking only as much power as you need, and pull back from the brink of war? Can you find and stop the secret Hitler?
Hell yeah. So, now you know the rules. Let's bring up the game and let's introduce the players. So, hello everyone, you're on stream now. Let's do
Hello.
Let's do introductions in order, right? So, can you all see which order you are in Discord?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the introductions in order from Discord. Let's skip myself. So, Andrew.
Hey, I'm Andrew. I started Zig.
Okay, fair.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Luke. Discovered SIG about 1.5 years ago or something, and be working a lot on the WASM backend lately.
Okay. Luke, by the way, maybe speak up a little bit more if you can later in the game. We can hear you just a little bit more.
Got it.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm Mason. I am treasurer of Zig Software Foundation and an independent game developer.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Matt. I've been doing Zig for about a year and a bit now, and I'm interested in stuff like package management, BPF, and embedded systems.
Hey, I'm Soap. Loris just found me somewhere.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Sexy Guy, aka Martin. I work on the language design and occasionally on the standard library.
My name is Josh. I'm the secretary of the Zig Software Foundation and old friend of Andy's. I contributed a lot to Zig in its early stages, and I hope to contribute a lot more someday soon.
Ooh, that's nice.
Wait, soon?
On the timescale of the lifetime of the Zig project, soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so before we start, let me just do one thing. So, as I said, I am going to hide my hand, so you won't be able to see my cards, and I'm going to hide my chat, so you won't be able to see if I get told that I am a fascist or not. So, to the people watching, enjoy. Try to guess. Maybe try to guess who can be trusted, who cannot be trusted. It's less obvious than it might seem. So I think it's time. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
So the game wants me to be the first president, but as we said, the first president is going to be Andrew. So Andrew, it's your turn to pick a chancellor.
All right. I would like to pick nominate Luke as my chancellor because hear me out, because I really like the plushie that he gave me.
Nice. That's fair. That's awesome. Okay, so we have to vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope
I want to
everybody
know.
remembers.
Wait, quick question first, though.
Yeah.
Did you pay for the plushie, or was it just a gift?
Oh my God, the accusation.
Oh, I definitely paid.
Okay,
Okay.
interesting.
I can prove that.
And in any case, it would be lobbying, so apparently it's legal in the United States. So 1, 2, 3, vote. Okay, so everybody is fine with this ticket. Nice.
Okay.
So now, Andrew, it's your turn. Draw 3 policies and discard 1 in secret. Hand the other 2 to Luke.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3. Being very careful not to mess up the board here.
Yeah, that's what makes Tabletop Simulator exciting.
Okay, so now I'm gonna make sure that I have 2 upside down policies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, the one that you discard should go in the discard pile, covered.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's...
Yeah, you should, by the way, start by discarding that one, and then after that, give the 2 remaining ones to Luke.
Okay, so don't mess with my little pile here yet. Okay, so here's my discard. Here?
Yes.
Oh, here?
No, you're right. Discard pile. Yes.
Okay.
There you
And then, Luke, you can have those 2 there.
Okay. Picking one. I'm picking another one. And I'm discarding one.
go. Okay, so in chat, by the way, Kumar is asking, how do the fascists know each other? The game sends you a message in chat. You can see the image that I have overlaid on the left. That's where you would see, if you are a fascist, who the other fascists are.
Okay. So I discarded one card and I'm
Mhm.
opening the next one, which is a liberal card.
Ooh.
Because Andrew gave me 2 liberal cards, so that means we are out of 2 liberal cards now.
Andrew gave you 2 liberal cards.
Correct.
Andrew?
Yep. Good
Okay.
job, Luke. You did exactly what I gave you no room for error to do.
Okay, so the what was the other card that you discarded, Andrew?
It was fascist. So
Okay.
so the deck will have more fascist cards coming up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, good.
Why didn't you just give him one fascist and one liberal
To test him?
Yeah.
I considered that, and I decided that I'd rather have my name be just like very clearly in the good. And also, like, look, one progress towards liberal. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I think we can move then to specs.
All right.
So what
I'm gonna
Andy's
keep
saying is
moving
he's
around
selfless.
The table in the other direction. Matt.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, Mason, you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying. So Andy selfishly just wants to make sure everyone knows he's not Hitler, even if that hurts the goal of finding Hitler.
That's what Hitler would do, right?
I'm not. To be clear, I'm not accusing Andy. I have no reason to accuse Andy.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Sorry.
I do think that it's not bad that we have two people, like we kind of know now for sure that two liberal cards went out. I think it's nice to have somebody else confirm that, though.
Yeah, I will say, like, I do think testing people's good, but when you don't have any knowledge, I'd rather just get the liberal card played, and then when we have some more facts, it'll be more useful to test.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm joking saying that you selfless. Why can't I say the word selfish? Anyway, I'm joking, but yeah, I think it would have been a bad move to do that there, because then it's just, I don't know. There's no reason to test Luke in particular.
But I have a feeling we will want to test soon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mason, I think you are the only one missing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are voting Specs President, Matt Chancellor. So 1, 2, 3, vote.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So I take 2 from this deck.
3.
The blue one.
You take
3. Right.
Take 3, discard 1.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta be quiet for this part. Never mind.
Here you go.
Thank you. Wait, where did my cards go? Oh, they're like under. Oh, there we go. I can do this. Whew. Okay, guys. So I have a proposal, and I propose that we add operator overloads.
Oh no.
So this was unfortunate. My hands were tied as I was given 2 fascist cards.
And
Mason.
I drew 3.
Oh, you drew 3.
I have no power
Yeah.
right now.
Oh shit! Sorry, for some reason my screen's cut
I got
off.
my heart rate
Sorry,
going. I'm like, I didn't even do anything.
Sorry. Yeah. So specs. Okay, I got 2 fascist cards.
Okay.
You said you drew 3.
Okay.
I just don't
And-
know.
And
That's-
Specs, your story is that you drew 3 and gave 2 fascist cards.
Yep.
I have 2 questions. What were the other 2 proposals?
Garbage
Oh.
collector and
RTTI.
Constance CN. Sorry, that's the only one that I can remember.
I can see why you chose operator overloading. Can't blame you. I do find it hard to believe that 3 were drawn in a row. I know it happens.
So there were 2 liberal cards discarded in our first round there. So it's not entirely out of the question that 3 fascists could be drawn, but I do think that there's still obviously some suspicion that necessarily goes on to both Specs and Matt.
Thanks for
Yeah, that makes
throwing
sense.
me under the bus there, Andrew.
Hey, I mean, you tried to throw me under the bus.
Hey,
I didn't even get to pick any cards.
If you were a
Okay.
liberal, you would agree. You would agree with my logic.
Yeah, no, you are right. I'm just being.
There it is.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's a liberal. That's how logic works.
Yeah. And by
Uh,
extension, me too.
okay, are we ready to move forward?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have to do things. It's a lot of responsibility.
Thanks, Loris, for
Sorry.
acknowledging all that.
Okay, so I pick whoever for Chancellor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Here you go, Christoph.
Oh, you're choosing me. Okay.
Okay, so I draw from the blue pile, right?
We have to vote first.
Not so
Oh, right.
fast.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I haven't done anything yet.
You trying to rush the democratic process here?
No, take your
That's a
time.
bit sounds a bit fascist to me.
That's a bit sauce.
You vote too.
Oh, I vote too.
Yes.
Yep.
It's
Everybody
saucy.
votes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, vote. Nice.
Cool.
Thank you everybody for trusting us.
Okay, so now I draw 3 from the blue pile, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Benjamin wants to know if you can riot to overthrow the government.
You cannot riot, but if
Only if Christoph re-enables the table flip.
but if you if the vote fails and the government gets rejected 3 times in a row, the third time a random policy gets enacted.
That's pretty chaotic.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, we haven't had any no votes yet.
Hmm. You know what that means. The first one's a fascist.
So
Mm,
we have to add to the compiler translate C++ and full support for the C++ ABI.
Oh no.
No.
I'm sorry.
I think Loris is Hitler.
Clearly, no doubt.
No, so
I got 2
So,
fascist cards.
It's reasonable that you would suspect one or both of us. You have no reason to suspect Loris. I drew 3 fascist cards, so it's reasonable if you suspect A's result, but Loris didn't have a choice.
Oh, there's no way in hell it was 6
Shuffle
fascist
this
cards. in a
down.
Oh
row.
god.
I agree. So, I mean, obviously, I'm telling you I'm liberal, but I think it's very reasonable to assume that either me or the last 2 people are lying.
I mean, even
So
you
I
two
don't-
together could be lying.
What'd you say?
Even both of you could be fascist, right? I mean, if
Yeah,
if you discarded a liberal and a fascist card, then
Yeah, I
you
guess-
would
I
have
guess
still given
Christoph-
him the chance.
I think that
Yeah, I
so
guess-
it's
I
technically
guess Christoph
possible.
could be.
It's technically possible. I think that 6 fascist cards came out all in a row. It's not super probable. So I think that there are good chances that somebody kinda discarded secretly a liberal card, and that puts the presidents in a worse position. That would be Specs
Wait,
and
so-
Mason, I guess.
Wait, one thing I
Even
want to
if-
figure out. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Even if it's possible that all these cards have been drawn the way they appear to be drawn, it is not possible that all 6 of these people are liberals, because there's only
Ooh.
5 liberals. So somebody who has been in power and has been handling policies has been a fascist,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
So,
But all the
can-
stories have been straight, so it's got to be a president.
Unless it's both a president and a chancellor. But yeah, it has to be at least one president.
Yeah.
Is
Which
it
is
wait?
you,
Is it possible
or
for
Mason.
us? Is it possible for us to rule Loris out then, or is it? I'm trying to figure out if
No.
No,
I
because it
was
could
fascist.
be
Would I
Loris
have?
and Mason.
You cannot
Yeah, it's
rule
not-
me
Oh,
out
right,
completely.
yeah, because I had to pick Loris before I knew
There's-
what I drew, so I might
there's-
have picked a fascist. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a wide range of possibilities. There's even the possibility that Andrew drew 3 liberal cards, lied about the one that he discarded, and now everybody's getting fascist cards like kinda legitimately because half of the liberal cards have been already disappeared. I'm not saying that that's the case. It's very improbable, but like the range of possibilities is very wide, and we cannot rule out anybody.
It sounds like most likely.
You just passed a fascist policy, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't like these. I don't like these. Like, oh, slim but possible chance.
Are you saying that it's
Andrew's
not
a
possible
fascist.
that happened?
You're focusing on this
entirely
probability.
possible.
That is a fascist argument to make.
I think it's a
Out of
fascist
all of
argument
the
to.
things,
Sorry, I think
out
it's
of
a
all the
fascist.
things that-
Sorry, okay, you go.
Out of all the things that people have claimed, Andrew is the only one who has claimed to have had a decision to make.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which side would you weight this on? Does that make him more of a liberal or what?
Well, I think you're all fascists unless otherwise proven.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know, Andrew. I think it's a bit of a fascist argument to say that liberals can't play fascist cards because it happens.
Of course, it happens, but you're spending so much of the talking time focused on these lower probabilities and not
Okay.
focusing on the higher probabilities.
Okay.
And that's what that fascists have to do to win. Focus on the lower probability. Oh, maybe that liberal is actually a fascist.
Okay.
That's a
so
typical thing in politics. You come up with conspiracy theories when you're in the wrong.
Exactly.
I'm voting Josh, my chancellor.
I support that.
One, two, three, vote.
Ooh, what's this? Specs.
I don't know. I'm suspicious of Christoph.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's okay.
Why? Why?
You just enacted a fascist policy. I mean, on the other hand,
You
so
did the
I, but I
same.
know I'm not a fascist.
Okay, that's a non-suspicious argument at all. Fine.
But you should have made that argument earlier, because I
Yeah.
actually would have agreed with that and voted no.
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to suspect Christoph. So I'm maintaining that I'm liberal and that I picked Christoph just kind of randomly. But
Oh my god.
I'm starting to suspect him because he knows this game well enough, and now he's making these arguments that like don't really make sense. Like, if he's liberal, then he should agree with that logic and be like, yeah, I did enact a fascist policy. It makes sense that you didn't trust me. But instead, he's saying like, well, you also enacted one, which is like, well, yeah, but they know whether or not they're fascist. That's not like actually. I don't know. I am actually getting suspicious of Christoph now.
I was agreeing earlier about the fact that nobody can be ruled out. Me neither. But Specs was kind of coming strong at me, and like it was like the cattle calling the pot black or whatever. It's like I don't remember the expression, but you get the point.
I think that if all of the people at the table who are liberals share a common goal, and I think that we'd be willing to like sacrifice our own credibility to like further that goal. So if you're getting really defensive in response to him, that makes me worry that you don't share that common goal.
Okay.
By the way, guys, sorry to interrupt, but
Mhm.
did we not forget to take the step of where the president gets to view the card of a player?
Oh, damn. Yes, we did.
Oh yeah.
So-
and that's Loris.
Okay, time out.
Wait, no,
Loris,
that
why don't you
that
figure out
was
how to-
Mason. Mason was president when that happened.
Okay. Wait,
yes,
so how does
right,
this work
right.
again? Like,
Damn it.
I can pick someone to see, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
what
Well,
happens?
hold
Okay,
on, we're mid policy passing here.
Yeah, so
Um,
I would say let's go through with this and then we do the powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Okay.
order?
Yeah, in order.
Yeah, in order. Yeah.
And then if this one's fascist, then like Mason gets one, and then Loris gets the next one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Josh,
All right, everyone.
it's time.
This proposal is
Oh, no.
/star style multi-line comments.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is what the.
Oh,
So here's the problem. I did give him a liberal card.
No, you did not. You gave me 2 red cards.
Oh my god.
I definitely did. That's very problematic.
You have okay, Loris.
Okay,
You
I wanna-
you're Hitler.
Uh-huh. Actually, Andrew,
Yeah.
no, because if I was Hitler, I would play low-key. Hitler plays like
Oh
a
yeah,
liberal
you're not
most of the
Hitler.
time.
You're just
Uh-huh.
a basic fascist.
No, Josh is the fascist,
that's beautiful.
and chances are that you are the other. You're coming very strong. You had much better logic when we played the practice game.
You have a lying
Lie.
voice. I can tell that your voice is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, wait. I can view someone's card now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
do the
I-
next one.
I want to view Loris's card.
Okay.
Wait, what? Loris, what are you doing?
What?
Loris is liberal.
I told you.
I think it's both of them.
I'm
Alright,
doing
I-
normal
I-
liberal
like,
stuff.
Honestly, if I wasn't me, I would definitely not trust me now. So I don't blame you if, as a result, you're like, okay, Mason
Okay.
must be fascist. But yeah, Loris is liberal, and I have no idea. Loris, why are you being so suspicious?
I'm not being
Loris and
suspicious.
Mason are fascists.
The fascists are twisting the meaning of everything.
No, I'm not saying this because of anything anyone else said. Like specifically the
Me.
things you said made me suspicious.
Okay,
Listen to-
what
listen to
specific
Mason's own
argument made you
self-incriminating
suspicious?
logic.
But fascists know each other, right? So then it would be kind of suspicious to check each
But
other's
by the way,
cards.
for me at this point, I am suspicious. Well, Josh is so. If you Mason knows, and who else is eventually going to believe this? Believe me. Know that Josh has lied about the cards that he was given.
we'll eventually believe you, right? That's presumptuous.
Well, at the end of the worst case, at the end of the game, they will believe me.
Oh yeah, sure. Worst case at the end of the game, we'll know who's passing what cards around here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so, okay.
precisely.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
accept that
So
right now,
what's my
nobody
power?
probably trusts me or Loris.
You pick the next
But like,
person.
if there's
Right.
an opportunity to like test this, like, give me. I don't know how we can do that. Yeah, Josh is definitely fascist though,
Yeah,
and that's the only thing I'm sure about.
Andrew, if you're a liberal, I really recommend
What
you.
did you just say, Mason?
Andrew,
Okay,
if
so
you are
I'm saying
let me just say one thing. Andrew, if you are a liberal, I would strongly recommend you take a moment to reconsider the possibilities because if you are a liberal, you are risking going down the path where you are 100% convinced of something based off like hunches. That's it. I'm not saying like you should believe
So
the opposite of what you're believing now, but just like have some doubt.
Yeah, I think what Loris is basically saying is you should reduce confidence if your hypothesis calls Kristoff a bad guy.
okay, so
Hold
here's
on.
what I'm
I want to
saying
know why
is-
Mason just straight up accused Josh with certainty.
Oh.
Because he saw
Yeah,
my
yeah.
card. What do you mean, Andrew?
I don't expect anyone else to believe me. Like I know that Josh is fascist because I saw that Kristoff is liberal, and Kristoff says he gave Josh wait. Now I'm trying to make sure I remember right. Kristoff
Yeah,
said
it's
that
two
he
red
gave Josh
cards.
a liberal and a fascist card, but
Yes.
Josh says that he got 2 fascist cards. So one of them is lying, and I know that Kristoff has no reason to lie now because I know that he's liberal. Now I understand that probably very few people believe me, so I know from
We
the
know that
information I
Mason
have
and
that
Kristoff
Josh is
are on the same
fascist.
team.
By the way,
But,
sorry, I would like
what
to say
I'm trying
one
to
thing,
say-
Mason. You heard very vocal people like Josh, Andrew, maybe Specs, but there's Luke, Matt, and Sob that have been quiet. So my point is, there might even be the case where the liberals actually are not all that convinced, and so don't make the like vocal fascist minority influence your mind too
God.
much.
Yeah, Mason, your critical thinking and rationality is making Kristoff look bad.
Oh my God, Loris has leveled up too much
wait,
from
Josh.
watching GTA RP.
Josh, you know that regardless of whether I'm liberal or fascist, you know that I know with absolute certainty that I'm on the same team as Loris.
Yes,
Like-
we all know
like-
that.
Like we are definitely on the same team. It's just to everyone else. I mean, and you know which team it is too. It's just to everyone else the question of, are we both fascists and you're a liberal, or are we both liberals and you're fascist?
Right. And the clues that we have to go on are you passed a fascist policy, and so did Loris and me.
Yeah.
Which
I don't
totally is my fault and none of yours at all.
Yeah,
All right,
I
wanna
agree
make a
that
point
you don't
here.
have reason to believe me yet. But I mean, not you. You know the answer. I agree that everyone else doesn't have a reason to believe me yet.
I would like to
I'm
suggest.
just responding to what you said.
I want to make a concrete suggestion to all my liberal friends here. Let us from this point on vote 9 for any president or chancellor who has enacted a fascist policy.
I would. So if I wasn't 100% convinced that Andrew is fascist, this is the ultimate test that
What?
Andrew is fascist.
are you talking
Be
about?
careful, because we are now at the point where the next chancellor that you elect, if it's Hitler, the fascists win the game, and there are good chances that Hitler played like a liberal, laid low, and his fascist friends now really want to get Hitler on the chancellor seat. So
That could have also been one of you motherfuckers who
let's
passed fascist policies.
So let's talk about what to do next. I have to choose who the next president candidate is going to be. Is there any recommendation?
Yeah, if you pick anyone who passed a fascist policy, chancellor, or if you pick Specs, Mason, or Josh, I will vote 9, and I suggest that the liberals do the same.
Matt,
Also, I played a fascist card too, but
So, obviously not Josh, and I don't think you should pick me because no one's gonna vote yes on me.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Luke.
but wait. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
wait,
I can.
does Hitler have to be the chancellor?
Yeah.
Yes. If Hitler now gets elected
Oh,
chancellor,
okay.
we lose. So this next
Okay.
vote is gonna be very important.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going for Soap. We haven't really tested it or gotten anything from him yet. And I don't really trust Mason, Loris, or Josh. Even Andrew, not completely sure.
God damn it.
Yeah, there aren't really
So,
any
I
safe
thi- I
options.
So
Wait, I
it
gave you
really-
2 liberal cards.
Yeah, so I feel safe for myself, but that doesn't mean
Okay.
you're out of the picture.
But I would have had to draw 3 liberal. Oh, you're just saying maybe I'm Hitler. Okay, well, whatever.
Let's do the vote.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, ready.
1, 2, 3, vote. So, are you Hitler?
No.
Yes.
Nice.
I was a
Oh,
little
what a
worried
short
actually.
game.
Yeah.
Good job.
We really rolled the dice on that one.
Yeah.
Josh,
Well, we- we
sorry,
gotta
sorry,
roll
sorry,
dice.
sorry.
We don't know.
Josh,
Wait.
were you stressed by this vote?
Are you talking? You're asking me?
Yes.
I mean, we don't know anything. So
Uh-huh. So you were relaxed.
Wait, so if you're fascist, you know who Hitler is, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean, can we conclude that Luke is definitely liberal because he would have just picked Hitler? Or no, I guess he could have purposely not picked Hitler because we knew he knew, but that doesn't conclude anything.
No, we
makes sense.
can't conclude because
No,
if he was-
because
I
we
I'm-
might have voted no.
we
but
cannot
he
we
might have
cannot
been afraid to pick
conclude
the person.
we cannot conclude, but I would
Oh, yeah,
say
yeah.
that there are great chances that Luke is fine, because considering how split the liberals are, again, there's still people that are like not voicing their opinions as strongly and vocally as Andrew and Josh are, so maybe other liberals are still fine, but I think that this would have been a good moment to try and do Hitler, because we are all confused. Like we know that Josh is probably not Hitler because he just straight up played a fascist card and burned himself. But I think if like liberals are not agreeing on what's going on. So from my perspective, Luke is most probably liberal.
Yeah, it's like there's evidence that Luke is a liberal. It's not proof, but there's evidence towards that.
Yeah, strong evidence in my opinion.
Can we take the time to read what the next fascist power is?
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
bullet in the head of somebody. That's by the
We'll
breadstick.
get to that.
And to clarify the rules on that, so the person who executes that power takes the bullet and puts it in front of a person.
Yes.
And from that moment, they're assassinated and must be silent.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
And also, we have 3 fascists and 4 liberals, which means that if we kill a liberal, there's going to be parity, which is not great.
Wait, there's
We'd have to kill
5
2
liberals.
liberals.
There's 5 liberals.
Oh, there's 5. Sorry, am I miscounting? Yes, totally. I'm a moron. I'm miscounting. Sorry. Yeah. Still, kind of try to be careful. That's it.
Are we ready to pick the cards?
Yes, please.
Please don't make me add RAAI.
Discarding 1 card. It's the first one for you, so
Okay.
go on.
I don't like this.
Wait, you missed it. You missed your
Oh.
hand.
We can see it. Okay.
I was worried you were going to flip it over right there.
Okay. Discard 1. God damn it.
Let's go.
You're making me nervous with the way you act.
Oh, man.
It's so dramatic.
I
They
think
gave
that
me
was
3
a
liberal cards.
that was a great choice. That was a great choice. Thank you, guys.
Wait, explain what happened with the cards.
Ah, yeah,
Luke
sure.
gave me 2 liberal cards.
Yeah, I gave him 2, and I discarded 1 fascist card.
Oh,
So
okay.
a fascist card would be discarded anyway. I figured. I trusted Dope that he would pick.
Yeah, now time for
That
chat.
Yeah, I
sounds
mean-
so weird.
I mean, really, the only thing
I-
you know
I gave
about me
you
is that I'm not Hitler.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though. The bar's low.
Yeah.
It's a good starting point. Okay, but here's the next trick. By the way, this was Luke. You did a great job because now
Wait, time out. I actually
Yeah.
missed it, though. Can you tell me what they said?
2
what they
liberal
said happened.
cards were given to Soapstone. 1 fascist was discarded.
Hi, Luke.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. Can you?
Luke
What was-
discarded 1 fascist and gave 2 liberal to Soap.
Oh, okay. And that story was confirmed both ways. Okay, great.
Yep.
Yeah. So look at the nice thing that is gonna happen now. Soap is gonna become president because we resume the original
Right.
loop,
Oh, right.
and now Soap can choose chancellor whoever he wants.
Okay, so I can choose Luke then.
No,
Uh,
sorry,
no,
except Luke
except
because it
Luke.
was part
No.
of the previous government.
Okay, fuck.
So here's what I would recommend. So, are you ready?
No.
Oh, no.
You choose Josh
Wait, why are we listening to Christoph?
because
I
it's a
don't
good
know.
idea, Josh. You tell me if you think it's a bad idea. So you choose Josh. You give him. You will be president, so you will be shooting somebody if a fascist policy passes. So you give cards to Josh. If you get a liberal and a fascist card, and he doesn't play the liberal card, you shoot him. If you if you
I'm fine with
Makes
this.
sense.
if you pick 2 fascist cards, then that's unfortunate, and we'll think about what to do next because there's
Okay,
no test
but-
there. But
what
the
about
point
the scenario-
is, Josh is
We know he's not Hitler.
yeah because he's a fascist that burned himself, so there are low chances of him being Hitler.
The 2
I'll
cards
take this
for
policy.
Hold on.
Also, I'm going. There's 2.
Plan all along, and it's all of them.
By the way, I'm also mixing the policies again.
Okay. But
Okay.
what about the scenario where Loris is fascist and he knows who Hitler is and Hitler is Josh?
Right. Yeah. Let's be very careful to examine the probability of Josh being Hitler before we make this choice.
So let me get this straight, Andrew. You were busting my ass about my hypothesis of 3 liberal cards coming out at once in your case, and now you are talking about the case where he's Hitler and he's burning himself, which is already pretty low chance immediately.
How did he burn
and
himself?
wait,
Josh is smart. Josh would have laid low if he was Hitler.
yeah. There was no reason for Hitler to burn himself so early.
You and Josh had a disagreement about the facts.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said that you gave him a choice. He said you gave him 2 fascists.
Yes.
Wait, maybe.
Are you saying that I'm Hitler and I'm accusing liberals at random?
So
I think if that's the strategy, it deserves to win. So I'm totally cool with this plan.
What?
Look, because here's the thing. Like, I think Josh is fascist, but I think he's not Hitler. I don't want to pick Hitler. So
yeah, that's definitely the most common case, and this is a safe situation where we can choose a chancellor that is not Hitler.
Here's the 2 outcomes. Here's the 2 outcomes from our perspective. If we give it to Josh, either Josh is going to play a liberal card because he doesn't want to get shot. And I think we could still shoot him if we wanted to then, but I guess so wouldn't necessarily have the information to, even though Loris and I do. So then it's like, great, a liberal card got played, who cares? Or Josh plays a fascist card, then so shoots him, and then we're down 1 fascist. So it's like we had to get a fascist policy, but we also got rid of a fascist, and then we have more voting power as liberals.
Yeah.
So the only bad outcome would be, to me, if Josh is actually Hitler, and I think that is very, very unlikely.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's unlikely?
Because I think if Josh was Hitler, he would have done everything he could to like play liberal cards and to just like lay low.
Fascist cards, according to his story.
If I didn't want you to think,
yeah, Andrew. Sorry, but Andrew, Mason saw my party membership card. He knows. So you can't lie to him.
Wait. I think I got it. I think I might agree with Loris. So, Loris is saying he gave Josh a choice. If Loris was fascist and Josh was Hitler, Loris would not have, or he would have given him a choice. He'd be telling the truth. And then Josh would not self-sabotage as Hitler.
Yeah, because because I know, with the information that I have, I know that Josh had a choice, and Loris knows that Josh had a choice. And so I'm saying that if Josh was Hitler, he would have picked the liberal card. Now I know that you don't have that information, so you may not believe those claims. But like with the information I have, I am very confident, though I can't be 100% sure, that Josh is not Hitler.
Okay, I'm convinced that the probability Josh is Hitler is low.
Also, there's another point. If Josh was Hitler, and he decided to discard the liberal card anyway, and I was fascist, I would have more probably just gone with it and said, "Oh yeah, I gave him to fascists. Sorry."
If he was Hitler, I agree. I think we should do the Josh Chancellor. I think Loris is right.
Okay, this choice makes me very uncomfortable, but sure.
Okay. This is a pivotal moment here.
One, 2, 3, vote. Nice.
Oh, it's unanimous. Wow.
Sorry.
Well,
Also, sorry.
unanimous.
Before we do the voting, I just have one question. Andrew, who would you have chosen otherwise?
As Chancellor?
Yes.
I mean, I trust myself.
Sure.
I don't know.
Outside of
I mean,
yourself?
it's a good point. I after hearing the argument, I do think Josh was the best choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we proceed, I have to confirm whether I'm Hitler or not.
Yes.
Are you
Yes, you have.
Hitler?
I am not Hitler.
Nice.
I'm glad. I was going to feel really
Another
dumb.
one.
Good job, Josh.
I'm gonna stop roaring.
If you were Hitler, damn, that was a really wild strategy.
Okay.
Hiding in plain sight.
Hiding in plain sight, picking a
Very
fight
well.
with Loris, and then having Mason confirm it. Yeah.
Okay.
God, who are the fucking fascists then?
Josh still might be a fascist. We don't know. Or maybe it's
Josh, no,
Christoph
well,
and Mason.
Josh may be a
Josh?
fascist. Josh is definitely a
I feel
fascist.
like after
Josh.
I feel like
Well-
after Loris's plan, I'm pretty confident he's a liberal.
So
So I think Josh is a fascist.
Yeah, from my perspective, I mean,
What
I know
I'm-
I'm a liberal. I know Christoph is liberal. I know Josh is a fascist. I think Sobe is liberal because he didn't like go against this plan. I think Luke is liberal, but then that doesn't make sense, right? Like, there have to be how many fascists?
3. There aren't that many.
3.
Well, 3.
From
That
so
includes Hitler, of course.
from my perspective, where I'm like not really sure is where, and obviously you have to like take this at face value. Where like I saw 2 fascist cards come in, and we have claimed like 6 fascist cards in a row, and I'm pretty confident you and Loris are liberal. So I don't.
Please,
That-
let's
Mason,
watch
sorry.
this
Yeah,
damn
God.
policy.
Okay, let's watch the policy. Yeah, I'm just yeah.
God
Okay.
damn it.
This language proposal is if compile error.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
Okay.
Soap?
Okay.
Gotta shoot
um,
Josh.
This
Josh,
is the
what
part where I
did you-
killed Josh.
Because
You
you
put
did
the
give him
bullet
a
in front of
choice.
Yeah, I gave
Yeah.
him a choice of liberal or fascist.
Put the
Thank
bullet
you.
in front of him, and he can't talk anymore.
Boom. Thank you.
Oh wow.
So,
Why did you make that such an easy choice?
well, he did push the fascists one step closer to winning, and we don't know who Hitler is yet. The upside is that hopefully now you know that I'm a liberal.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Wait, is
I would say
veto
confirmed.
power unlocked now or after one more?
Which one? What?
Veto power? Is that unlocked now?
No,
or
it's
after?
only at
After.
the end.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So, Josh is dead.
So what did you give him?
That felt like too easy. Like
Uh,
I don't know.
there
I
That
feel
was
like
very fast.
There were 2 liberal cards and a fascist card. I got rid of a liberal card to
Okay.
test him.
Okay.
so,
Holy
so
shit.
we might be expecting 3 fascist cards to come up again.
It went pretty quick though. Did Josh confirm that, or is he not allowed because he got shot?
He got shot. so you
confirming.
can't say anything
Wait,
now.
he could confirm what?
Okay. And that,
Oh,
that he was
is allowed to
given
say.
liberal and a fascist card.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's dead. Well,
Not, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, no, he was supposed to be able to say that first, wasn't he?
Well, he could, but Sub killed him right.
well, you have to know that Sub plays Counter Strike a lot, and he one digged him very quickly.
You want?
Wait.
You want?
Mm. I'm feeling pretty I'm trusting of Loris right now.
Well,
Ooh.
I hope
Because
so.
I know. Wait. Okay. So.
I
does
outed the
Hitler
damn
Wait, is
fascist.
Hitler part of the fascist party? Would Mason have been able to see Loris was a fascist?
No, if Mason was Hitler, he would not know who he's friends
I
with.
mean,
No,
it's-
Wait.
you
No,
were-
I
it's
would.
like
No,
Mason
wait. I
and
would
Stone.
because I looked at his card.
Well, yeah, he
Remember,
looked at my
I
card.
looked at his card, so I would
Was
know.
it-
If
Yeah.
I was fascist and Christoph was Hitler, I would know because I looked at his card.
But if you like,
I don't know if that's a good thing for me or a bad thing for me, but I would
I think
know.
I think it's likely that you two are both liberals. So I'm just wondering, like, if you're a liberal, you saw his card, like Hitler, like shows up as a fascist, right?
You know
Yeah.
those
Okay.
2 passed fascist policies, but you know who only passed liberal policies? Luke. And
Yeah,
me.
that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, you two are also.
Yeah, but
good.
Andrew, you were
But-
very vocal early and agreeing with Josh. And when I asked you who would you pick, you kind of didn't know, and now you think it's Luke.
Oh,
Why are you,
wait.
why are you so suspicious of me?
He picked last round.
Why not?
Let's build some
Why
trust.
not?
Let's build some trust. But I would say that at this point, I think I earned enough trust to be chosen chancellor, because I don't think there's anybody on the table that has lower chances than me of being Hitler.
I don't.
Okay, hold on, hold on.
I think you should
Christoph
pick
to be
me
not
or Loris.
fascist, but I do trust him to be not Hitler.
Hold on though, because
Nice.
okay, we can forgive the fascist policy that went through Josh, but you also passed one with Mason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mason's the one who's like, "Oh yeah, I totally looked at your card, and you're a liberal, and you two passed a fascist policy together."
But
Yeah.
So
Loris and Josh is a fascist, and so they disagreed.
Yeah.
Loris is definitely a
Let-
liberal.
Yeah,
or-
let me also-
Josh was actually the fascist.
Sorry.
I think Soap might have given him 2 fascist policies.
let me tell you, there's a small chance of that, yes,
Oh.
but let me tell you the full story. So what happened is that I accused Josh, then I had the power to choose the next president, and I chose Luke, who chose Soap. They passed a liberal card, so they played well, and then presidency moved to Soapstone, who went along with my idea of choosing Josh again, who then ended up shooting him. So I think that Soap
I
played well,
probably
and
think so.
come on, I wouldn't have pushed for all of these if I was Hitler.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be as vocal either if you were Hitler. Okay, you're my friend, Loris. Don't
wait a
Loris.
minute.
Wait,
Before we vote, is there any reason not to
Yeah.
choose Luke?
There,
Well,
I
have a
also
reason,
don't
though.
have a lot of. I don't have a lot of information on Luke's choices in the game.
If it is possible to vote me in for Chancellor, then do it.
I would. I don't think I get Endo, right?
Sub next round is gonna be
I'd
you.
absolutely
know.
vote Luke for president. I don't know if I'd trust Luke as chancellor.
Yeah,
I
because,
agree.
Okay.
Luke has passed liberal policies, which makes me want to trust him. But that's also what Hitler would do. I mean, and obviously I have information on who Loris is, so like I want to vote Loris, like because I have seen Loris's card.
Okay, we know about why Mason would vote with that. Okay, what about me as chancellor? Risk
I'm not
analysis.
sure. I'm not sure about Luke or Andy right now.
You're
I'm not
Mason. You're the one who's
I'm not
seen
accusing
Loris's
them.
card.
I'm just not sure.
I'm not sure about this,
you
but
know
like,
what your preference is because you saw a card. Everyone else has the opinion that matters here.
not sure about this one, but like, there aren't many good options, so who knows?
Yeah. Let's roll the
Could
dice.
be. All right. Well, if everyone, I think I'm gonna do a symbolic 9 vote on Loris.
Did you hear, fascist friends? He's doing a symbolic no vote. Wink, wink. I'm joking.
What?
Kind of. Never mind. Let's vote.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Are you Hitler, Loris?
Oh, right. Well, I'm not.
Oh, you motherfucker! I thought you were for a second when you drew your card out. Oh. Okay.
I pulled from the red card, or red, or is that discard?
Yeah,
You're
the
supposed to
red
pull
balance
from
is God.
blue.
You pull
from
from
blue.
here,
1,
discard here.
2.
No?
Wait. Oh,
What the fuck just happened?
I got to
Don't
move
back.
slower.
Don't drag. You gotta use right click draw.
That's what happens.
Oh.
Kids, that's what happens when you only use the keyboard and Vim and you never use the mouse. Hashtag mouse gang.
Wow.
I enter all my characters with my mouse.
All right, listen up.
Alright.
If you, I can't talk during this part. Never mind.
Oh, no.
I swear I pulled 3. That was out of my hands.
Okay.
It's a proposal.
So I have to kill somebody now.
Oh my god. Okay, yes.
Yeah, I pulled
you
3.
have to
Loris
kill
didn't have a
someone.
choice. Okay.
Wait. What are the
You-
stories? So wait, Luke, you're saying that you pulled 3 fascist cards, or you're
Matt,
saying that you pulled?
I'm mad. Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
saying I pulled 3
Matt.
fascist cards, and Loris had no choice in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the other interaction that you had with the fascist policy?
My other one, I was also when I think it was the first one actually.
You were the chancellor or president?
Yeah, I was the chancellor, and I was given 2.
From
Specs.
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 who
So-
matched your story, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he matched my story, but Andrew's kind of sus. But also, okay.
Oh my god.
I think here's
You just
here's
passed
how,
the fascist policy, and you're calling me sus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I got 3. I don't have a choice. But here's, like, from my perspective with the information from what I've seen.
Sorry, Matt, just one thing.
Don't
Before you
say
do
it.
anything,
Yeah.
I would like a chance to speak. But first, you go first.
Okay. The way I see it, soap's good. I don't know if you're a little spicy, but it's still hard to tell with like you and Luke. But in terms of like the initial few rounds, Mason and Christoph we know are good. But Specs guy is the one, like when we were talking about it was like one of the presidents could be a fascist. So I'm kind of leaning on Specs here, just because he claims he gave me 3 fascist cards, and it would have been it could have been that he got rid of a liberal, just with the chances and how so I think that's most
Wait,
likely.
you're claiming the same thing right now.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but like he knows himself.
Yeah.
right?
I'm just talking from my perspective, and I'm explaining why I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god! Wait! Okay.
Oh man, that was
Holy
so-
Let out a
shit!
scream.
Specs,
so
are you Hitler? Or rather,
He has to be silent. He can't even
Well, he's
talk.
dead.
no,
He
but
can't
if it's
say anything.
Hitler, he has to
He
say
has
it,
to-
because if you kill Hitler,
Oh,
fascists lose.
I'm not Hitler.
Okay.
Fuck!
Okay.
Matt, what about the part where you were supposed to let me speak first before murdering people?
Oh fuck!
Too
I'm
late.
sorry.
He's dead.
What were you gonna say? So I can regret it.
I was honestly not going to contribute too much. I was just going to say that I would have recommended not killing Andrew for a chance of killing Hitler, who was probably less vocal than Andrew, and that's what you did in the end. And yeah,
Okay.
holy
so I
shit!
actually did follow what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
I was just a little spicy.
Okay.
So from now on, we should definitely pick a not Hitler as chancellor.
Yes, but
We
here's
can, right?
here's the problem. Here is the problem. Okay.
Who's the next president? Is it Luke or is it
The
so
president,
white?
the next candidate president is Luke. Yes, but
Okay.
okay. So
I will vote yes for Christoph. We know Christoph is not Hitler. I know
well,
that, and we all know
can't.
that.
I cannot.
He's previous.
Oh, he's previous. Oh,
Okay,
you're right.
yeah.
Let's just
Probably go Mason.
So wait.
Wait, you know I'm
It-
not Hitler.
No, it has to be Soapstone.
Why?
We should
Because
all
he's
vote
not
me and
Hitler.
Lars.
Actually,
He's not
yeah.
Hitler.
So
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
only
saying,
gonna vote yes if you chose Soapstone as chancellor. And here's also the
Same.
problem. Now, not having Hitler be chancellor is not enough. If we have a single fascist in government, it's also a problem, because let me remind everybody how the veto power works. So if there is a bad draw and 3 fascist cards get drawn, and the chancellor then receives 2 fascist cards, the chancellor can ask the president, can we I forget the precise wording, but like, can we skip this cycle? And if the president agrees, then all cards get discarded and we move forward almost as if nothing happened. The problem is that the chancellor has to initiate this interaction. So if the chancellor doesn't initiate it because they're fascist, we're fucked. And same with the president. If the president doesn't agree, then we're fucked too. So we're not in a good spot. And Josh actually might have done the best play by forcing that extra fascist card. So
Only once another policy hits, right?
sorry?
But that goes into play once another policy.
No, that's when it goes,
Okay.
because the
Oh.
next fascist card
If
gets
another
played, the
policy hits,
fascist
we
wins.
lose.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
If one more fascist policy gets played, then Zig turns into C++.
Oh shit! Come on, liberals.
Looking forward to
Got
IO
this.
streams.
Luke, choose your
So
chancellor.
what's-
I would strongly recommend choosing
I would
Soapstone.
go with Soap. We know he's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does
Well,
anybody
Hitler-
have
We're not gonna
any
instigate-
argument against Luke being president? Because we could also fail this vote and change president if we want to.
Wait, who becomes president if we fail the vote?
Andrew.
It moves to
And-
Andrew, and then we could fail it again if we wanted to.
And that's the max times we can fail it, right?
Yeah, unless you want to play a random card from the deck, which we kind of
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So if we did that, it would make me president, which
Yes.
I feel good about, but I don't think other people have enough reason to trust me to do that.
I want to know why I'm not trusted more than the people who have played fascist policies.
Because you
I think
agreed a
you
lot
just-
with the fascists. That's the problem.
Because I what?
You agreed a lot with the fascists. Or
And
this
on
guy
a
here.
on a funny note, a lot of the things you said are a little virtue signaling. That's all. That's my, yeah, just kind of a little fashy virtue signaling.
Holy
here and there.
shit.
That's all. That is just for the funny
If-
A little bit
points.
sussy.
If Matt was the other fascist, he's a genius. I just want to put this out there before the game ends.
All right.
Holy shit. I'm so confused, guys.
Okay, hold on,
I'm
hold
fairly
on.
happy with Luke.
I'm happy.
So
I think, yeah.
Specs,
I'm-
are you
I'm-
happy?
Okay. Ooh.
I'm fine with Luke. The only thing I'm just verifying that there isn't. I might be missing it because I'm me. There isn't a reason for people to trust me, right? Because if people trusted me like that, because I know that I am not Hitler and I know that I'm liberal, and we could make me president, and then after me, Loris, who I think we all trust, would be president. So we could force that to happen, but I understand if that's not what we want to do.
If we trusted you, we could also trust Loris. That would be very useful.
I think
Is
people
there
already
any-
trust Loris.
Well,
Like if you trust me, then you automatically trust Loris, but I don't know if trusting Loris means that you automatically trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some evidence
I
because
I don't think it
Sure.
works that way.
So are you
I-
suggesting to make you chancellor or to vote not me as a president and try to get you into the presidency?
actually, I guess either of those. I'm fine with the current plan though. Like if we don't want to do that, I will vote yes on So being chancellor.
So wait a second. If we
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to be even more sure
Yeah.
about not
yeah.
making a fascist. Because if we make a fascist either chancellor or president, I think the game's probably going to be over. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there because I know that I'm liberal, and if we could all figure out that we agree on that, then we could make sure that the next person is not fascist. But if we can't agree on that, then we can't agree on that.
The only problem is there is, of course, still the theoretical possibility that you are Hitler, and then if I pick you as a chancellor,
Yeah.
then,
You know what?
then we lose.
I'm starting to have this realization. You know who the perfect Hitler would be at this point? Matt. I was not even thinking about it for the majority of the game, but he would be perfect. And so here's my point. We must at all costs avoid, in my opinion, having Matt become chancellor because of this risk. More than Mason.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean, we can just alternate between me and you, can't we?
we have
So-
got 4 people who aren't Hitler, so you don't have to make sure.
The 2 are
like,
dead.
yeah, just
2
don't
are
pick
dead.
anyone else.
Yeah.
The problem is that
So
2 of these people are dead.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh my
anyone
God,
that's
you're
not me or
incountable.
Loris, I'm gonna vote no for Chancellor. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is then, okay, let's say that now, let's say you and Luke.
Okay, actually, who do we want to be? Because I can see from your point of view, who do we want to be chancellors? Like, who can we cycle on?
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
cool
like-
with Christoph. I mean, okay, any
But yeah, we have-
I'm cool with Christoph. I am pretty confident that I'm okay with Sobe. I'm not like 100%, but I'm like, I don't know, like 90 something. And then me. That's my opinion.
But also look at this problem though now. Okay, so sorry, I would like to propose a change before we vote. We haven't voted yet, right?
No, we have
Correct.
not.
so,
So-
am I correct in thinking that
sorry,
Luke has been in the involvement of both liberal
Here's the
cards?
problem. Now, let's say that now we do Luke and Sobe, okay? let's say even that we skip Andrew. Let's assume so. I'm not saying we should necessarily, but let's even assume so. And we move presidency to Mason. Mason at that point can choose me as chancellor, okay? But then I become president, and who can I choose? Oh, I can choose Sobson again.
Then you can choose.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
I can
that's
choose
a good
Sobson again. Okay, so we can always.
I like that plan.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should do this.
You're gonna skip me because why?
Because, well, here's the problem, Andrew. There's let's say that Matt is really Hitler, then there's one fascist remaining, and it's either, from my perspective, like the two most suspicious people are you and Luke.
What? We're the only ones who've only passed liberal policies. You were the one who have passed
You
fascist
wait,
policies.
yeah, yeah, but you know how many rounds have you played, Andrew? One.
One.
Yes.
Luke has played 2.
Yes.
About to be 3.
You get the point now. Then
What? You have 2 fascists and I have 1 liberal.
I have other things that I've done that help my cause. On top of the fact
No,
that
bullshit.
I myself.
Bullshit. There's nothing else to do besides pass
Listen,
policies in this
there's
game.
a fascist on the table who is not Hitler, and I'm trying to understand who could be. That's the argument why I'm considering skipping you. That's it.
I think it is the safest route.
It could very well be Luke
Yeah,
too, by the
yeah.
way. So I'm very scared about this. But
I don't
have to make a
trust
choice.
Matt, Specs, Mason, or Loris.
Specs
I
is
only
dead.
trust Luke and Soap.
Andrew, you just mad at me.
Specs is a cadaver. But Matt, in my opinion, is Hitler, and then the other fascist, it's either Luke, you, or Mason, probably not Soap. And from my perspective, it's either you or Luke, and I'm sorry, I'm going with you probably. So that's it.
I think it's quite possible that it's. Wait, how many? 3. There's 2 fascists and Hitlers. Okay. Anyway, I'm voting yes.
So wait,
I'm voting yes for this combo. It's the only combo I trust.
Okay.
wait, what are we voting on right now?
Luke, President,
So-
Sobson, Chancellor.
Pay attention to who
And-
votes no on this.
Wait. And Loris, what is your plan right now?
I'm going to vote yes. I would have
Okay.
preferred. You know what? Wait. Wait. So of all 3, obviously I trust you the most. So if you were to be president right now, like let's say we skip Luke and we skip Andrew, then we choose you, then me, then Soap. Could we do you, me, Soap presidents? No, because if we do this, then we can't do. We have to choose a chancellor that is problematic.
Right. Yeah.
So we have to choose between
makes
Luke
sense.
and Andrew.
Wait. Why do we have to choose a
I
chancellor that's
think
problematic?
Luke is a bit safer.
Well, because let's say we skip now, okay? So you become president and you choose Sob as chancellor. Then you move the
Yeah.
presidency to me. And I can choose who as chancellor. I cannot
Okay,
choose
so
you
then-
and I cannot choose Sob.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, because you're still worried that I might be Hitler.
No, regardless. I cannot choose you either because you were president the round before. So I would be forced to choose between Matt, who I think is Hitler, Luke, or
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, okay, so let's do Luke.
Since me and Loris are safe as Chancellor, I guess you
Yeah.
don't want us to be president in the short term anyway.
I'm voting yes. There is no other
yeah.
path forward for liberals. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
You guys are funny.
We have ghosts in the room.
I
Okay.
think there's a good chance. There's a good chance that we picked that. Like, so Specs got assassinated.
Yeah.
I think probably Mason or Specs was fascist, and it's quite possible that the liberal got eliminated.
Definitely.
You mean the liberal between the two, between Specs and Mason?
Between Specs and Josh, I think. One of them
Between
could have been a
Specs
liberal
and-
that got killed.
Well, I know Josh is
Oh.
a fascist, but whatever.
It's card time, Luke.
Right.
Shit. Right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, by the way, people in chat have a good idea. If we play a fascist card now, it's gonna be zig.net. And we're
So
gonna
I
sell.
discard 1
Yeah,
card.
we're going to sell the Zig Software Foundation as a startup to Microsoft. Like we're gonna get Acqui hired.
no.
One there. And I put another one there.
Microsoft Zig Beans. Okay.
Oh man, I have a bad feeling about the success of the liberals in this game.
Nobody saying anything. That seems like a good thing.
Oh come on!
Ooh,
Oh.
good job.
Okay.
So what did you
So I-
have?
Luke sent me a liberal and a fascist.
Okay.
Correct. I got 2 fascists, 1 liberal, and I discarded 1 fascist.
Good
The other 2 to soap.
fucking
Okay.
job.
So now you. I mean, I'm pretty much secure is liberal, I guess.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Soap is liberal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless
almost
Luke was
100%. And
Then I could have ended the game. if I
Luke
was
only
fascist,
did
so.
good plays, by the way. So
yeah, so I
that's
I
great.
trust both of them, but I trust Soap more.
Yeah. They're
I
good.
agree with that.
They're good. So, whew, this is tense.
Shit.
Okay, so wait, we can skip Andy, right?
We should totally skip Andrew. Yes.
Do
Sorry, Andy.
we just say that we're
I-
skipping him and just skip the no vote, or do we?
I will.
Are we
I will say
formal?
this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Matt.
Oh no, that I said what I. It was like, are we gonna do this a formal vote, or are we just gonna skip Andy?
Oh
No, we
you
should
gotta
do it for my
formally
vote. Yeah, we should do. We should keep
Okay.
form.
I will say I'm extremely worried about Mason being in power, but if a liberal policy is passed, I'm ready to trust the Mason Loris combo.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully, if everything goes well, the game should be done in a couple of rounds. But let me think.
It has to be.
Or
right?
just one round. Who knows?
Just checking.
Ugh. Cursed.
What is the main reason to vote no against Andrew? Because he did only play once.
Yes. So
Yeah, so we don't have a lot of information, whereas we have a lot
So
of
it's-
reason to trust me, Christoph, and Soap.
Okay.
No, but we don't though. Like you just say that we do.
Well, I do. Christoph does. Like most of us do. You don't necessarily.
I passed a liberal policy. You passed
Yes.
a fascist policy. Those are the facts. The only thing else you have to do is just like
There's a lot.
Crushing
You
liberals
are
with
well
fake
aware.
logic.
fabric of,
You are-
of reality.
You are well aware that there's a lot more to this game than just that.
The Mason also only played once, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, and it was fascist.
but the difference is that he saw Loris' card. But
Yeah,
that
but
still
then he
doesn't
just
make
says whatever he wants.
Mason is clear, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We know he saw his card. We don't know what he saw.
True, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
also,
yeah.
Andrew, you also saw me accuse Josh, and then you saw Sob confirm that, who also is not Hitler, confirmed, also confirmed that from his perspective, Josh was playing wrong cards.
That's true.
But I trust you, Loris. But
Yeah, so it's
also still
it's
not sure about Mason.
I agree, that's true. But Luke, between Andrew and Mason, who would you choose
Hmm.
as
Well, yeah,
president?
that's still
Wait,
difficult
how far
because
around the board can we go?
Andrew played once, and he gave me liberal cards.
True.
And Mason played once, and he played a fascist card.
Can we?
He
skip
saw your
straight to
card,
ours?
and even though you may be liberal, that can still mean that Mason is fascist, and or even Hitler.
Is
I
it possible to skip like straight to Loris?
No,
Skipping
that's a bad
Andrew and
idea
Mason.
because you're the
I would
only
be okay with that.
Right,
non-Hitler.
okay.
I think
yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't work out.
Fuck.
Like I understand that I'm less trustworthy than Loris, but if we skip right to Loris, then yeah, things get messed up.
I just think Mason's our optimal choice.
Okay, I don't trust Matt,
not-
and Matt is
Oh.
suggesting
Hey,
Mason.
you're just mad about the virtue signaling comment. I'm sorry.
How many? Wow, that's an alt-right tactic right there. I mean, fascist. Did I say something else?
Yeah, you did, but that's okay.
Okay, so Matt and I played what? Two fascist cards?
My hands were tied. Actually,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
I
both times,
played
uh-huh.
one.
I think he's honest
actually-
about being not being. Well, I don't know if he's honest, but I do think that Matt is Hitler, so I don't know.
Okay, at this point, I decided I trust Loris, I trust Soap, I trust Luke. I don't trust Matt, and because Matt is suggesting Mason over me, and obviously I trust myself, I think Matt and Mason are the sussies.
That could be it. Yeah, that could be it.
I just want to say, like, I'm glad you think that I'm that smart. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I don't think I have anything concrete to prove that that's not true. But like, I do think that there's a lot of like soft evidence just based on my interactions with Christoph and planning to kill Josh and everything else.
Soft evidence.
That,
You hear these words? You hear these words out of his mouth? Soft evidence.
I don't think I can prove it, but I think that I would have to be a lot smarter than I am to have put this whole thing together.
You know what we have against you? Hard evidence.
That's not true either.
Rock
Like,
hard
I played
evidence.
once and I got a bad draw. That's not rock hard evidence either.
I would like just to point out one thing.
Look, the issue with me is that you don't know for sure either way.
Yeah, I would like just to
You're
point
right.
out one thing though. By the way, we are in this fucking situation because Josh forced that extra fascist card. I would like to just to point out how the play was clutch, because if we now had leeway for one extra problem, we could very easily test, like you could have me be president and we could test Mason, and at that point the puzzle is solved, but we can't. If we make a mistake, we're toast.
I also want to point out that first liberal card we have thanks to me, because I didn't give Luke a choice, because I correctly predicted that we didn't need to test him in that moment.
Okay. So everybody, I am scared and confused.
How many of us agree that we should skip Andy?
I agree that we should skip Andrew.
I don't think we should, honestly.
Luke, you don't think we should? Matt, what do you think?
Sorry,
we'll go back to you, Luke, in a moment. Matt, what do you think?
I think we should skip Andy. Just from my perspective, Mason's more trustworthy.
Okay.
But then again, yeah, I don't like playing chances with cards. I'd rather make a good choice.
Ooh.
I don't know if there are
It's
any.
just like, yeah.
Okay, Luke, sorry, you were saying?
What I'm trying to say is, from both, we haven't really seen much, and from Mason, I get more a gut feeling that he's been trying to get on the good side, and maybe it's just that, a gut feeling, but often a gut feeling has some truth to it, and I feel like Andrew is a more safe option for that, and we still have to pick a chancellor as well, and if Andrew would pick Loris as a chancellor, and I think
I'm
we have
happy to
a bigger
do
chance
that.
of winning, then yeah.
So?
I'm not happy with either of these outcomes, but it's what we've got.
Okay, so starting from the fact that I'm very confused,
So who would you prefer?
Andrew or Mason?
I think
Yeah, between Andrew and me.
Yeah, I would prefer you, Mason, but here's the problem. I want to give weight to the opinions of other people that I believe to be liberals, and I want to give negative weight to the opinion of Matt, who I think was who I suspect to be Hitler, and who then I would like to do the opposite of what he wants me to think. So I'm going with what Luke proposes. because here's the thing. Frankly, it's true. We don't have much info about Andrew. Yes, you did back me up. You could very well be a fascist that's playing super safe and backing me up in that endeavor. And Andrew could very well just be a liberal that somehow got convinced that everything was a manipulation. So, and I know that it's a problem.
It's convinced that you were manipulating, because I don't believe that anymore.
Yeah, I know. So my point is, I was suspecting in the beginning that you were very vocal because that was part of your fascist play. But then the reality is that sometimes you get super convinced about something as a liberal, and when you're the target of that, like I'm saying, I was the target of that behavior, you kind of tend to close up and don't want to give a chance to the other person. And I would like to actively push against that for myself. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with whatever Duke chooses.
Damn.
Soap?
Okay, so we're going with Andrew.
How does that make you feel, Matt?
It's like non-optimal, but I it could work.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
I am not voting yes for Andy.
Mason, you're not voting yes.
But...
Wow.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe.
I think, by the way, that if we lose here, this has been a great game from all sides. So there's no shame in whatever happens. Soap, what's your opinion?
Not sure.
Yeah, this is hard.
I kind of feel like going for Mason.
I'm gonna have to vote no on that because I'm convinced that Mason's a fascist.
It's okay.
Mason's defense was that he's not smart enough to be a fascist, but he's obviously super smart, so it's a bad defense.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but but honestly, this would have been very complicated to navigate. Whereas in your position, it wouldn't have been. I have been I was against Christoph, and I was convinced Christoph was fascist until I saw his card, and then everything switched, and I had to put all the pieces back together. And it would have been very hard to navigate all of that in a self-consistent way. Meanwhile, all you've done is you did play a liberal card, and then afterwards, all you did was kind of defend yourself, which is very easy to do, whether or not you're telling the truth.
By the way,
you didn't architect any complicated plans that
There's another case, by the way.
Being able to be self-consistent.
There's the possibility that we did kill both fascists and only Hitler is on the table, and so we are accusing each other and stressing out on nothing. And I
have a point to make for Mason. When he read your card, I honestly feel like he had a genuine what the fuck, Loris, what are you doing? Like you weren't towing the party line correctly, sort of thing. So I'm a little Mason being a liberal, I think kind of goes up a bit. If he was a fascist, I feel like he wouldn't be surprised by you being a liberal.
That's a fair point. That it's convincing me more and more to go with Andrew.
Oh, wait, that's convincing you more to go with Andrew? Why?
Is because Loris is anti me right now.
So I would like to say
he's opening up his heart to Andrew and closing it to me.
Yeah, I would like to say just one last thing, guys. By the way, in the practice game, every fucking body, especially the board of directors, showed that they were plenty good and experienced at this game. So the argument that it might have been a bit too complicated for you guys doesn't hold at all.
Wait, do you want to hear a secret that I didn't say when we were playing that game that made it easier for me?
Right.
I didn't cheat or something. I just actually I didn't read the text correctly, and so for people watching, I was fascist. I actually didn't know who all the fascists were until the end of the game, which is why I was being so good at lying, because I actually didn't know until about 3/4 of the way through.
Okay.
Which I told Andy, and he can confirm that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can confirm that.
Yeah, I actually thought that I like.
Okay, so
yeah,
Luke.
So at the end, I felt very clever, and I wanted to take credit for it, but yeah, it was kind of a fluke.
So Ben Luke, it's a
And
guy.
like I said, I'm still going for Andrew as president.
Wait,
and...
I have one last thing. Oh, sorry, I'll let you say it first.
Oh, that's it.
Why did
Oh,
the liberal board turn red?
Because somebody is messing around, please.
Oh,
So,
Thank you.
so Loris,
Yeah.
you're saying that you are preferring Andrew because Matt is advocating for me, and you don't trust Matt. So I didn't trust Matt either until Matt started advocating for me, and now I'm confused because I actually was pretty sure that Matt was fascist. And now, from my perspective, I'm like, I guess he must not be, because why would he advocate for me if he knows who the fascists are?
What if
tells
he's
me-
Hitler and thinks
Maybe
you're a fascist?
maybe he's maybe
Oh, Hitler
or-
doesn't know.
Yeah, or maybe he's doing this on purpose because I said that I was going to do the opposite of what he would advocate for, and now he I don't know. There are so many.
I was
things.
advocating for Mason before you
That-
decided
that-
to turn on me.
Yeah,
That is
I wish
true.
I could say that to try to convince you, but I think he was actually.
That is true.
I think he actually was
I
advocating
just
for me
thought-
first.
Mason, the
I
point
feel
is
like-
that we don't really know. You know, the problem is that you know info about me. I know that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
confirm
Well, so-
tell the truth, but
So here's my.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to figure out. So I'm not sure why I didn't trust Matt. Like I had this gut instinct that I didn't. Why don't you trust Matt? Because now I trust him, but like obviously, I have a reason to now.
I don't
You know?
trust-
So what?
I
My
don't-
emotional argument was I thought it might win you over because it was pretty solid as they go. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I thought it was like logical and you'd listen, but
the fact is that we know that we have to place a Hitler on the table. Somebody has to be Hitler here, and potentially there is a second fascist. I know that one fascist is gone because it's Josh. I assume that Specs was killed as a liberal, who by the way was killed by Matt. But maybe not. Maybe Specs was a fascist and ended up being killed by Matt. So, but regardless, sorry. There is for sure there is one Hitler that we have to place on the table, and I'm trying to think of who I think is the most probable Hitler. And Andrew, no, because he was very vocal. And then there's you. Then there's Luke. And I don't know. I just in my brain somehow Matt clicks as a better
just
Hitler.
hate me. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had some
guess
counter argument because
Yeah.
I actually think it's Luke now. Oh wait, no, Hitler doesn't know who the fascists are, so I think it's Luke, or it could be Matt. But like, if Matt thinks that I'm fascist, but I don't think so anymore. So I guess I think it's Luke now, but I'm only going off of information that you obviously can't trust me on, so I don't know if I have an argument. I mean, I think if we pick Andy, I think the game's over.
I don't think you have more information about Luke than I do. So
No, more information about Matt. Only slightly more. Just that, like, he picked me, which is making me think he's not fascist, but I guess he could actually be Hitler, so it's not 100%. That's the information I have. I don't have more information on Luke or on Andy.
yeah. I think we have to make a choice. So you have the floor if you want to say something. Otherwise, the vote goes to Andrew, and then we vote. We can announce our votes, but like we should move forward.
Sure.
So, anything you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Andrew, you are the president candidate. Choose your chancellor, and then we can start discussing.
Oh, we were discussing me as the president. Okay.
Well,
do
we
we
have
get
to
to
go
vote?
through you. Yes, for sure.
Do we get to
Okay.
vote on whether or not Andy's president first?
Yes. No. He has to choose his chancellor, and then we vote yes or
Then
no.
we vote.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I should pick Soap, right? Or no, I can't.
No, you
Pick-
can't. You have to pick me.
Loris.
I picked Loris. Okay.
So we know that Luke is gonna vote yes. We know that Mason is gonna vote no. Soap, Matt,
Loris, choose your card now. I think.
yeah, I know, but Soap, Matt.
Oh, I'm gonna vote no. I just decided to go with what I said before.
He said that he's gonna vote no, and he pulled out the yes card. I know it. Jesus Christ. One,
Okay.
two,
1, 2,
three.
3.
Vote.
By the way, Andrew, you
Hey,
could see.
look how I voted, Loris.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Andrew, I can see your card there.
What?
You had it like sloped on your thing,
Oh.
so I could see underneath it.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Because I didn't drop it on the board. Oh
3D.
no. God, this game is so stupid. Alright.
Okay. And now I'm so fucking confused.
Okay, so we did it. So now it's policy time, right?
Sure.
All right. So I'll draw 3. There's only 3 here, by the way. So. 1, 2.
Holy shit.
Okay. What?
Nothing, just in general.
Loris finally realized that he's Hitler. This whole time, the card was sitting there. He didn't read it right.
He
Now he's
never
just playing
checked his own
along.
card.
With the number of people who have played this game, that has definitely happened before.
No. Oh.
Fuck it.
Okay, that's good.
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy
Okay, wait. So,
fucking
Andy,
shit.
what cards did you draw?
Okay. What happened?
I drew 2 fascists and a liberal. I discarded a fascist and gave him a choice.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you. I guess it doesn't really give you new information, but that's good. We didn't lose.
So I think we
Makes me
now.
trust Andrew even
If you want to skip me, I think you can. I mean, I obviously trust me, but you can skip me and still be safe.
Yeah,
right?
I think we should skip you. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me.
So
I'm happy to skip Mason.
choose a chancellor and let's have the vote. Liberals,
Okay,
please vote no.
I'm gonna vote no because we have enough trustworthy
Yeah,
liberals
Liberals
to
vote
win
no.
the game.
Mason, choose a chancellor, just so that we can respect form. Okay. Let's vote.
And I'm unsurprisingly voting yes, but I know everyone's going to vote no.
Okay.
That's fine.
What?
Nice.
That's fine.
It's symbolic yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I am the president, and I have to choose a chancellor, and I'm gonna choose Soap.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time where you vote yes, by the way, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I have to reset the cards. I'm gonna shuffle them.
Mr. President, we might need new cards.
Yes, Mr. Chancellor, and I agree with your motion. So let's discard all the cards.
Okay, so we discard these, and then do we draw another 3?
No, here's the
Okay.
problem.
Uh-oh.
The
Did you pull
presidency
3?
moves forward.
Okay.
We are
Fuck.
in a pinch.
Oh no.
Are we back to?
Wait.
Wait.
How did,
So we got
because-
3 fascist cards.
Why do we not trust me at this point?
We have to. Now we
think
have
it's
to
better,
trust you. Yes. Yes.
can we get it to Ender then? Can we do no and then yes? That's right. That's
Well, it doesn't matter because we can give the presidency to Soap. That's fine. Now he can choose chancellor whoever he wants. Well,
Wait,
except
Wait,
me.
not- but
before
not
we do
you.
this though.
Oh, I
Before
see.
we do this,
Yes.
we could pick. Soap can pick chancellor, or I'm not saying which one's best. I haven't thought it out yet, but I just want to make sure we consider both of the options. Soap can pick the chancellor, or we could vote no to make someone else president, and they could pick chancellor. So we could actually say no and get to the point where Andy is president, and then Andy could pick Loris as chancellor. Like that's
No.
another option, right?
No, because
can't
I
do
am the
that.
last
Oh.
president.
Okay, so the only options.
Okay.
So assuming that we don't we don't trust me, Matt, or
Jesus
Luke,
Christ.
then the only option is to pick Andy as chancellor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the
Mm.
veto power, is it a one-time thing?
No. It can be used again.
But both people have to veto, right?
Yes, both people has to agree. Just like we did now. Chancellor says,
Yeah.
can we discard these cards? President has to agree.
But then it could even be me as chancellor, right? Because then
True,
you can just discard it if it's both fascists.
true. But I think Andrew would be a better chancellor in this case.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with me or Luke.
I'm fine with
I-
Andrew as well. I trust him. Like I said
I'm
Yeah,
fine
let's
with.
go with Andrew.
Yeah, I would go with Andy.
Really,
I don't
man?
like it, but I'll
I'm
go
joking.
with. But
I'm fine.
Who
Let's
the,
go.
who the hell is Hitler? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
I think it's Matt.
I don't.
Well, we've got to gamble a little bit.
I think it's either Matt or Mason.
Wait, why did that? Oh, I think I just put it in your hand by accident there.
Let's vote. Liberals, should be a yes.
Oh, fuck.
1, 2, 3, vote. Okay.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, we have to ask the
we have to
question.
ask.
Andrew, are you Hitler?
No.
Okay, good.
Surprising from
We survived.
PDF, though.
Well, maybe we survived. We still have to see
Maybe.
what cards. go,
Okay.
This
but-
game really turned around. We were really close on that fascist track for a while there.
Okay. Time to draw.
You're giving me hope, Andy. That better mean that you're not about to fucking deal deal 2 fascist cards to.
Okay.
I mean, deal a fascist card. If we survive this round, then my money is on Luke being Hitler.
Really?
Really?
Well, I have more information, kind of, but
Mm-mm.
because
Wait,
I know it's not.
wait,
Because
if
I
we
know
sur-
it's not. I know it's not me.
Guys, it's fine.
And
Let's just
Matt
win the game.
Kept supporting me.
I'm sure that Andrew now is going to win the game
It's
for
win
us.
or lose right now, right?
No, because there's the veto power in theory.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Andy.
Oh my fucking god.
Nice.
Woo!
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Matt, bring out your Hitler card. Who is the other fascist?
No, Luke, bring out your
No.
Hitler card.
Matt was a normal fascist?
What?
Man.
Yeah, Luke was the
No,
leader.
I only kind of half called it because I was wrong about Matt.
You fucker.
Ooh, man,
No,
what a
look.
game.
We almost made him the chancellor at the
Specs
last
was
minute.
innocent.
Yeah, no,
I know.
Free
I
Specs.
That's why
I
I
would have-
advocated for Andrew.
I would have been
Andy, I
filibustering
thought-
for half an hour if somebody were going to propose Luke as chancellor.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Andrew. I wasn't trusting you because of your shitty arguments.
Oh, yeah, for what it's worth.
Oh wow, okay.
No, but like you
Wait,
kept
wait.
repeating the same thing.
Yeah, Andy, I didn't like. I literally did not trust you the whole game, and then I was like, "Wow, you played a local card, and we won."
When I said
I
the
trust you,
virtue
Luke.
signaling thing, I kind of just like meant it neutrally. It wasn't meant to. I just thought it's funny. Just the point, like with the liberal cards being played. I just thought that was really funny that you kept on bringing that up.
I think that there's a real lesson here that now everybody is shitting on Andrew, but the point is
What?
when you are seeing imperfect information, like it's not obvious at all. Like I'm sure that from his perspective, things were much more like his reasonings were much more rational than maybe appear from the other side. None of us has the full picture. And we know things that he doesn't know. So, for example, the fact that I showed my party card to Mason and he agreed to it, it could very well look like a super suspicious fascist play from his perspective if he already has some suspicion of us. So, something to keep in mind. I love this part of the game.
That was a great game.
Benjamin
Yeah.
just posted out the second and third round. We actually pulled 3 fascist cards.
Well, wait, so Specs. No,
Yeah.
No, because
Yeah,
Rex is
so I actually called 3 fascist cards. And
Oh,
then
wow.
I guess
then
Mason
Mason-
also did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
I figured that was probably the case. So, but it was a nice like alibi to kill you.
Yeah.
It happens, yes. So, by the way, all our stress about Andrew versus Mason turns out both were liberals. Luke,
You made
Sorry,
a comment.
Andy. I trust you now, but you know.
yeah, Luke, you were I think you were a good Hitler. Yes.
I would have voted yes if he was as chancellor on the very last round.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to like steer you guys to get Luke to be chancellor.
I'm so happy the camera didn't have to be turned on. I have no poker face whatsoever. I was like giggling like a little boy. I was like, why me?
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
no.
Luke, you don't know who the fascists were. What was your like
No, and oh my
thinking
god,
throughout the game?
wait, did you think that Andrew was a fascist because he played nice with you?
No.
No? Okay.
No, but
who did you think the
I had
fascists
to try to stay on the good side because I wasn't sure who the fascists were. I knew about Josh, but I didn't know
How
about
could you
Matt.
tell?
I mean, after you were killed, not before that. But then I really didn't know about Matt, and instead of trying to find out who it was, I was trying to get on the good side to get picked as chancellor.
Mhm.
But I didn't really have much to play with, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Tried my best.
Yeah. That was an interesting game. Whoa.
There was a time right after I died where it was either Matt or Luke who was president, and you must have drawn 2 blue and a red. If you'd drawn 2 red and a blue,
Yeah, we would have won.
then fascists would have won. So that luck of the draw made it so that my suicide play did not work out, but I had a very good chance of making that work out.
Yeah, it was Luke and
Yeah.
Tobe, I think. That was
That one. Yeah, when I gave him the liberal and the fascist card. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like I guess, yeah, that's where we technically lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Josh, I think that move, like, even though it didn't work, like, was the right move. Like, because I mean, we were so close to losing, like that one extra card.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
Thanks for
bad thing
taking
about
on
that
for-
though is that it drove the entire group into analysis paralysis. I don't know how long that one choice took. It was like 25 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
People went from sauce to being trusted in like one round.
That was a great game. So I just want to say one thing. So this was a game that we live streamed, and it was like pre-organized and everything else. So in full transparency, like I have to be honest, I didn't do a particularly good choice. Or how can I say? Like I haven't been thorough in trying to give a fair chance to everybody to be on this game. I just happened to pick people that I knew had like presence in voice chat, so I knew they had a microphone and everything else, and mostly was just like I just happened to interact with them and I said, hey, do you want to come play the game? Also inviting Andrew made sense to also invite the board of directors, even though they are not very active in voice in Discord. So how can I say, from that perspective, this game was there hasn't been put too much effort in, as I said, in giving everybody a fair chance to be here. But I think that in the end of the day, that's not a big deal, because the nicest games are the ones that are not live streamed, where there is no big audience making things weird. And we're going to organize more games with the community. So I'm going to find a Discord bot and start seeing if we can have more games. So if you're in the Z community, in the Showtime Discord server, and you like what you see in here, let me know. Maybe annoy me about organizing these games, because we should definitely have more with more people.
That sounds great, and I want to say thank you, Loris, to you for organizing this because it's not easy to wrangle 8 people.
Yeah.
In all different time zones.
Yeah, different time zones to all show up and not flip the table and actually practice the game.
Yeah, that's true.
The flip table button's disabled.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
thank you,
necessary
Loris.
measure. Okay, so is there anything else that anybody wants to say before we call it a day?
Job on a release. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for
It was
having
a
me.
lot of fun.
I'm looking
So
forward
fun.
to
Great community.
I'm looking forward to playing Garfield Kart for the 0.9 release.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're gonna bring Secret Hitler to Handmade Seattle, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a
And
good idea.
we should have a reskin of the tabletop game with like programming stuff. Like I don't know, C programmers versus C++ programmers, something like this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Well, thank you everyone. It's been a great pleasure. See you next showtime. Okay, we're over.